I told him it's not over. I told him I'm ready for war, just like the music.
As the countdown to WWE Crown Jewel 2025 continues, the WWE Universe is on edge. What was initially billed as another title match has now evolved into a full-blown war, with stakes higher than ever before. The focal point of this brewing storm is none other than Bronson Reed, the Australian powerhouse whose recent dominance has earned him a reputation as one of WWE's most unstoppable forces. In a shocking and adrenaline-fueled promo aired on SmackDown, Reed didn't just challenge Roman Reigns, he declared total war. Using his raw charisma and an intensity that matched his imposing 6 feet 3 inches, 300-pound frame, Reed promised to dismantle the tribal chief brick by brick, leaving nothing but chaos in his wake. Fans watching live were left in disbelief. Bronson Reed, a man who had been quietly building momentum for months, had now shifted gears, positioning himself not merely as a challenger, but as a destroyer with a singular mission: to end Roman Reigns' reign once and for all. The road to rivalry. The rivalry between Reed and Reigns didn't happen overnight. For years, Roman Reigns has been WWE's dominant figure, the head of the table, the man whose aura of invincibility intimidated opponents and even former allies. He commanded loyalty, respect, and fear, and his title reigns have been nearly uninterrupted, thanks in part to the tactical guidance of Paul Heyman. Bronson Reed, however, has always been a disruptor. Bursting onto the scene with his combination of brute strength and surprising agility, Reed quickly amassed a series of victories that positioned him as a legitimate threat. From dominating mid-card competitors to taking down established main eventers, Reed had been quietly proving that he wasn't just a powerhouse. He was a calculated force, capable of outmaneuvering even the most seasoned veterans. The tension began to simmer as fans noticed Reed's growing disdain for Reigns' dominance. Behind the scenes, WWE producers hinted at Reed's dissatisfaction with Roman's perceived untouchable status. Reed didn't just want the championship. He wanted the tribal chief dethroned, both physically and psychologically. The promo that shook the WWE Universe. On a live SmackDown, Bronson Reed delivered a promo that has since become legendary. Standing in the middle of the ring, the lights dimmed around him as his theme music played, the crowd erupting in a mix of awe and excitement. "I've watched Roman Reigns," Reed began, his voice a mix of fury and determination. "I've watched him sit at the top acting untouchable, acting like no one can touch him, acting like the bloodline, the titles, the whole damn empire belongs to him by birthright. But the truth is simple. It doesn't. It never did. And I'm here to prove it." The camera zoomed in on his face, a mask of intensity, determination, and raw power. "Roman," Reed continued, pointing directly at the screen, "I'm not just coming for your championship. I'm coming for your legacy. I'm coming to destroy every part of what you built. Bloodline, family, loyalty, I don't care. At Crown Jewel, it all ends. I will leave nothing standing. Not your empire, not your pride, not you. When I'm done, the WWE Universe will remember one thing. Bronson Reed came, and the tribal chief fell." The WWE Universe erupted into a mixture of chants, shock, and excitement. Social media exploded within minutes, with hashtags like Bronson versus Roman, Tribal Chief under siege, and Crown Jewel chaos trending worldwide. The intensity of Reed's words made it clear this wasn't a simple title match. This was a personal war, a battle for supremacy that would shake the foundation of WWE itself. Roman Reigns responds. Roman Reigns, ever the calm yet commanding presence, didn't take Reed's declaration lightly. In subsequent promos, Reigns addressed the challenge with his signature confidence, but there was a subtle edge of concern. The tribal chief reminded the WWE Universe of his victories, his strategy, and his legacy. But for the first time in years, fans noticed a slight tension in his demeanor. While Reigns still projected dominance, Reed's words had struck a chord. For months, Roman had been the apex predator in WWE, untouchable and unrivaled. But Reed's unrelenting energy, physicality, and intelligence presented a new type of threat, one that could not simply be bulldozed with a spear or neutralized with backstage interference. The stakes of Crown Jewel. The match at Crown Jewel now carries more than just a championship on the line. It represents the potential downfall of the tribal chief, the dismantling of the Bloodline's aura, and the emergence of a new power in WWE. For Reed, this is a career-defining moment. Victory over Reigns would immediately catapult him into the main event stratosphere, establishing him as not just a competitor, but a dominant force capable of altering the WWE landscape. For Roman, it's a test of strategy, resilience, and dominance, a chance to prove that even the most dangerous challengers cannot topple the head of the table. Fans have speculated endlessly. Will Reed rely solely on his raw power? Or will he combine strategy, agility, and psychological tactics to outmaneuver Roman? And will Reigns' experience and cunning be enough to fend off this unprecedented threat? A battle of generations. One of the most fascinating aspects of this clash is the contrast between the two superstars. Roman Reigns represents experience, legacy, and dominance. A man who has survived years of challenges and evolved into the ultimate apex predator of WWE. Bronson Reed, in contrast, embodies raw power, aggression, and unpredictability, the new generation of superstars challenging the established order. This generational conflict adds layers to the storyline. WWE fans are witnessing more than a championship match. They are watching a symbolic passing of the torch, with Reed determined to prove that new blood can topple even the most seasoned veterans. Predictions and expectations. As Crown Jewel approaches, fans and analysts are divided. Some believe Roman Reigns' experience and cunning will prevail, maintaining his dominance and preserving the aura of the tribal chief. Others argue that Bronson Reed's momentum, combined with his ferocity and hunger, will be too much for Roman to withstand. What is certain is that WWE has crafted a storyline that perfectly balances suspense, drama, and athletic spectacle. The weeks leading to Crown Jewel are now being framed as a war of words, strength, and strategy. A story that promises to redefine both competitors' legacies.